Right, hello everyone and welcome. Firstly, thank you so much for joining me to go through this video on the ChartSmart Trade Manager. It's great to have you here. I really believe this Trade Manager is going to be extremely powerful and make a huge difference to your convenience and peace of mind trading. As we look at the screen, you can see in the top right the blue writing. There's a couple of lines there underneath the open positions EA version 1.4. That is the ChartSmart Trade Manager data. And I'm going to just go through with you in a bit more detail and explain to you how this very powerful expert advisor can assist you with your trading. Right, so firstly, what is it? Well, it's a MetaTrader 4 expert advisor. It will be available in MT5 as well. And it works in conjunction with the ChartSmart Trading Scanner and Pathfinder Trading System. And there's much more detail about all of that on the website. Please go along there. There's videos and tutorials and all kinds of things. But this EA is designed to work in conjunction with the ChartSmart trading approach. It does come free with any scanner subscription. So if you are subscribing on the site, you already know this has already been sent to you and you've already downloaded it and it's already working for you. But there is no cost to this expert advisor. It is free because it's an integral part of the entire approach, and we simply don't charge for it. What are the functions of this expert advisor, of this trade manager? There's two key functions. Firstly, it provides useful trade information on your screen in real-time streaming data. Here at ChartSmart, we are extremely focused on real-time data. We're not interested in data from yesterday, last week. We want data right up to date as of the exact second you're looking at your charts and trying to make decisions on what to do next. So this is going to give us really powerful trade information on our open position on the screen in front of us. The second part of the trade manager is actually going to be able to actively manage your trade in your absence. Often we have to go to attend a meeting. We might be traveling, we might be attending a family event, picking up kids from school. There are a million reasons. You might actually be fast asleep at night. We cannot watch the screens 24/7. The trade manager can watch the screen 24/7. It does not need to sleep and it will manage the trade for you in your absence. And this really takes a lot of pressure off us as traders. All right, so let's take a look at it. That's just a zoomed up shot of what it looks like. And I want to just show to you the first part of what we're discussing was the information it provides us. Now remember, the way that we are trading here is we are trading back to a moving average. In fact, this line in the top left corner here on the chart is the white line is a moving average. And we are trading back to a moving average when we are trading on the Pathfinder trade system. This trade manager is about managing our trades back towards that target, which is the EMA or moving average, whichever you choose. So firstly, the information it's going to give us, as soon as we place a trade and the trade manager is activated on MT4, it's going to identify that we have an open position and immediately start managing that trade on our behalf. Unless, of course, we've deactivated that function on MT4, in which case it will give us this data on the screen, but it will not actively manage the trade. Okay, so the first line here is pips to BE. That's pips to break even. The trade manager is going to tell us how far in profit or loss we are from our open position in pips. So in this particular trade that we were in, we were 176.9 pips up in profit. And for us to get back to break even, the trade would have to move against us by 176.9 pips. Now, on the converse, if the trade does move against you using this trade manager, it'll display a positive number there, maybe 10, 20, 30 pips, and will tell you exactly how many pips it's going to take you to get back to break even. It's a very powerful contextual line to tell you exactly where you are in relation to your open position. The second thing it's going to tell us is what is the profit value of the trade. So we're trading back to the moving average. So the EMA, the trade manager, is going to immediately calculate your position size, the distance to the EMA, and will give you an idea of exactly what the trade is worth to you at the current moment in time. If we look over here, we can see on the screen, it shows us the profit target there of 335 $2,256.31. So immediately as you place your trade, the trade manager is going to quantify for you the potential profit of the trade with your current position size. Thirdly, it's going to show you what your current P&L is. So we know what the potential profit is. It's going to show where your position currently is. So your current P&L is $266 in this instance, but if it's a loss, it'll show you minus $10 or $20, whatever it might be. So you can see at any instant how your trade is performing in terms of where the profit target is and what your current P&L is. It'll then calculate the percentage of your target that you've achieved. So if that is your profit target and your current P&L is X, Y, and Z, it's going to calculate how far along you've gone. So if you're only 10 or 20% of your profit target achievement, it's going to show that to you, and you'll be able to see how far you've gone. If you're getting up towards 70, 80, 90% of your target, you might say, well, actually, that's enough for me, and close it out. It just gives you that information to give you an idea of how far into profit you already are. Then finally, it's going to tell you how many positions you have open. You might be building a position over 2, 3, 4 positions. Now, if you've taken multiple positions, it's often easy to forget how many you have open and how big the total combined position size is. This trade manager is going to show you how many positions you currently have open and what is the combined size of those positions. So you can see exactly how much risk you have on the table, how many positions you have open, and how that fits into your overall trading strategy. So for instance, if you only allow yourself a maximum of 5 open positions at a time and you currently have 3 open, you know that you have 2 more that you can potentially open. The final line is the final target price. The trade manager is going to calculate a final target price based on the parameters that you give it, and will display that target price on the screen for you so you can see exactly where that target price is that the trade manager is going to close your trade out for at profit. Okay, so those are the basic information that's going to give you on the screen. Whether or not you enable the trade manager to manage your trades on your behalf or not is irrelevant. All of this information here will display automatically, and which is quite useful even if you don't want the trade manager to manage your position for you. However, the actual active management of your trade is a very, very useful function of the trade manager. And basically what it's going to do is, if you have enabled live trading allowed, the trade manager is going to take over your trade once you've placed your trade and start managing it for you. So it's going to load your take profit order. If you decide to use a stop loss order, it will load your stop loss order. Furthermore, as the trade progresses, and we are trading back to a moving average as our profit take, so that moving average is going to be moving. It's not a static line. So it will actually update your take profit order in real time. So as that moving average moves, so the EA will be monitoring that moving average, and when it needs to, it's going to update your profit target to constantly meet the requirements you've programmed it to. And I'll come on to that in a minute. What's also very effective is that a lot of trade managers or expert advisors really rely on being connected to the internet. And of course, this one is no different. If we don't have connection to the internet, it can't see your order and it can't manage your trade. However, what it does have the option is to load all orders into your broker. If you have an internet connection that is dropped for some reason for 5 or 10 minutes, if you have to get in the car for 10 minutes, if you are away from an internet connection for a short period of time, all your orders will actually be loaded in the broker. So this means even if you are not connected to the internet, those orders will be sitting on your broker server and they will be executed on your behalf should price reach them. The trade manager manages multiple positions. As I said earlier, if you are entering 2, 3, or 4 positions, it's going to aggregate those positions and manage all of your stop losses and all the profit targets on all of your positions. And really what it allows you to do is at night to go to sleep in peace, and during the day just get on with your life. Okay, So let's have a look at what the customizable sections are. So we're trading back to an EMA, so we can target any EMA. Whatever the setup you're trading back to, you simply enter an EMA value, and the trade manager will immediately start to trade back to that EMA value. Now we've seen that the trade manager calculates the potential profit target when you place your trade. What we really encourage is to take profit before your maximum profit target is reached. Leave some money on the table and get out early and take your money. So if the full profit target is $100, you might say, I don't actually want the full 100. I want to close out at 85% of what is available to me. You simply enter in onto the settings 85%. If you say I'm happy with 70% or 60%, or if you want 90%, you can enter in any value here. The trade manager is going to calculate the profit that's available on the trade. And if you say I only want 85% of that, if there's a potential $100 on the table, it's going to close you down at $85 and close the trade immediately. Right, if you are using a fixed stop loss, you can enter in here. That'll be in pips, so that'll be 300 pips. You could set it at 20 pips for whatever, 2,000 pips, or you could set it at 0 for no stop loss at all. The trade manager will load that into your broker, and that stop loss will not be removed from your broker until the trade is closed. So your risk management is in place, whether you are connected to the internet or not. Okay, so just in terms of some more customizable options, you can decide where you want the data to be printed in the right upper chart corner, the bottom left-hand corner, what color you want that text to be. You can also decide whether you want your orders to be loaded in your broker or just simply managed by the EA. So that can be set to true or false. You can also ask the EA to draw your average price line. This means that on the screen, it's going to draw a line showing you where your entry price was. This is specifically and particularly useful when you have multiple positions open. If you have 2 or 3 positions open, you really want to know what is my average price and where am I in terms of break even on my average price. So very, very useful tool. And again, you can customize that line, how wide you want it, what style you want it in, and what color. So the entire trade manager is 100% customizable. In terms of basic settings, the trade manager goes into the expert advisor folder on MT4. You'll need to enable auto trading to enable it to do its job. And on the actual expert advisor, you come under the common tab here and you enable alerts, you enable allow live trading and allow DLL imports, and that will get the manager working for you. So again, that's what it looks like on screen. The red line at the top is where the profit, this was a live trade, I'm just using it as an example for today's session. That red dotted line you can see is the take profit order, which is adjusted by the EA or the trade manager in real time. And all of that data simply streams and ticks away on the right and will give you up-to-date information as the trade progresses. And very, very useful, especially if you're sitting in a trade that's lasting a couple of days or even a couple of weeks or months. It will keep you updated as to how all the metrics are progressing on your trade. Okay, and really it's the final part of the complete trading solution that ChartSmart Trading offers. So the first part is the trading scanner, and it really is the trading scanner really is the powerhouse. It is the engine of the trading approach. It calculates probability-based setups, it finds them for us, and it tells us when they're ready to be taken. The Pathfinder trading system allows us to finesse those entries and to trade effectively and identify optimum second multiple entry positions. It also allows us to effectively manage risk. Now the ChartSmart Trade Manager fits in as the final part of the solution, where once you've taken your position, the Trade Manager will simply manage it through to conclusion for you, leaving you to get on with your day in peace. And most importantly, to be able to go to sleep at night in peace. Many times a trade is going to last longer than you think it should last, or you expected it to last. And quite frankly, we've all been in that position where it gets very late, we're very tired, but the trade is still open, and it leaves us in a very awkward position. What do? You either close the trade out, or you have to accept risk or move your stop loss. No more. This trade manager will manage the trade effectively for you in your absence. Right, guys, that's it for today. If you want any more information, please pop across to the site. It's chartsmart.co.za. You can get more information there on the scanner, how we calculate probability, and all the work that we do around probability-based trading. And you can certainly, you can also pick up on a trial. There's a special offer we're running where you can trial all our software for a month at a very reasonable price. Please go across there, guys. We'd love to work with you. We look forward to seeing you. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you.